Good day, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Concert Halls. I'm Anna Svenskaya, and I'll be hosting your program today. And we're really happy to have a fabulous pianist joining us and presenting a piano recital today. We're broadcasting from all over the world, and I'm currently located in Washington, D.C. suburbs area. Our channel is dedicated to bringing live performances and events from international artists directly to the audiences around the globe. Today we're presenting a third concert from the series of live performances organized by Sound Espressivo. Sound Espressivo is a global music competition which brings musicians and the audiences together and bridges the physical distances beyond borders and other barriers. The Sound Espressivo is streamed throughout the internet television broadcasting, and it brings live performance experience. The goal of Sound Espressivo is to encourage, to reward musicians who are proactive in sharing their art with a wide audience and developing their careers. Sound Espressivo is striving to provide opportunities for musicians to discover their unique voice through very uniquely designed programs of Sound Espressivo Competition and followed seasons. Musicians are encouraged to take initiative, to present themselves in their own environment on their own terms, and to carve their own career paths.
No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressivo Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
Today we're presenting a piano recital by Terri Ji, brilliant pianist from Seattle, Washington. Terri Ji began her studies with Dr. Jean Huang at the age of 5, and continued her studies with Dr. Regina Yeh since age 7. Terri has performed in various master classes for such incredible musicians and pedagogues as Golda Tatz, Lee Kum-sung, Marina Lamazov, and Julian Martin. Terri is the winner of the 2022 Music Teachers National Association Washington State Competition and 2022 Pacific International Piano Competition. Terri Ji was one of 6 laureates of the Sound Espressivo Competition 2022, and she also received many other awards and recognitions and is its winner. Also, she's a gold medalist of the 2021 Chopin Northwest Festival. Terri performed on Northwest Focus Live as a three-time finalist of the King Young Artist Award. After being named a medalist and winner of the 2017 Seattle Young Artists Music Festival, she performed Rachmaninoff's Rhapsody on a theme of Paganini with the Philharmonia Northwest. Terri attended the Academy of Music Northwest, where her education included music theory, ear training, conducting, composition, sonata literature, performance, choir, chamber music. She's really well-rounded musician. She had studied also violin with Ron Patterson and harp with Alison Austin, and she performed as a pianist, violinist, and harpist with the Seattle Youth Symphony Orchestra. Outside of music, Terri attended Cornish College of the Arts preparatory dance program from age 12 until 19, studied ballet, pointe, and contemporary dance. She's an all-around artist. She has performed as a demi-soloist in Nutcracker Snow Scene with the Cornish Preparatory Dance Company, and has previously performed Chinese classical and folk dances with the Hongda Dance Academy. This is a great honor for us and a great pleasure for me to introduce Terri Ji to our audiences. She's a rounded musician with a well-formed background, with a lot of education and experience, and she's a brilliant, brilliant performer. Sound Espressivo is very grateful for her participation, and we are very happy to present her as one of our competition's laureates. Welcome on stage, Terri Ji.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and I'd like to say good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I am really excited to play for you all today. I'll be playing some Bach and Beethoven, Ligeti, Ravel, and Chopin, and thanks to my wonderful host and video audio production team, they actually put all the information in the description below, so you can look at it and check that out. And I am really excited for today's concert, and we'll be having an interview afterwards as well. So thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoy my first piece, Bach's Prelude and Fugue in C major from Well-Tempered Clavier Book 2.
Bravo, Terry. That is an incredible recital. What an amazing program and so masterfully presented. I'm sure behind the screens and behind the camera, we have a lot of very appreciative audience. And I would like to ask our audience to make your presence known to us, to Terry, by going to the chat buttons of the platform wherever you're watching, on YouTube or on Facebook or on LinkedIn or Twitch, another Vimeo, another platform. Please hit that chat button and send us some comments, some cheers for Terry, and some questions. We have an interview coming up with Terry, and I'll ask her a few questions, and at that time, during her interview, during her responses, we'll be able to show your comments and your questions, and Terry will be able to respond to them as well. Now, I want to give Terry a couple of minutes to catch her breath. There was a long and extremely virtuosic program and very varied, so she needs to put her headphones on and get ready for the interview. Meanwhile, I want to tell our audience a little bit about the Sound Espressivo. What is a Sound Espressivo? It's a competition which is broadcast through internet TV. That means all musicians who participate in the broadcast, in the competition, they are being broadcast on our platforms in real time. We have contestants coming and joining this competition from all over the world, and they all perform on this live internet TV broadcast in real time from their own locations, sometimes from the concert hall, sometimes from their own home location, sometimes from churches and schools and studios and a variety of locations. They basically invite the audience to step in and be their guests, sometimes even in their own living rooms. We have a panel of judges which represents many countries. It's a truly international panel of judges who join us and give live comments to all contestants on the broadcast immediately after their performance. The purpose of the competition is to empower, enrich, expand the connection between the artists and our appreciative audience around the world. There are many features in the competition. For example, the competition introduced Audience Favorite Award, where you, the audience members, were able to vote and choose your favorite. No, we don't expect you to be experts, and you don't have to be experts in judging musicality or technicality of the artists. You just vote for the favorite musician, for the favorite person. And yes, it can be just someone you love because it's a musician who grew up in your neighborhood. And the competition culminates in the gala presentation of all the winners and the laureates. During that presentation, which is at the end of each cycle of the competition, we introduce multiple awards given to musicians by companies from all over the world. The Classical Academy Outstanding Artist Award. There was Conducting Experience Award. American Fine Arts Festival invited some of the winners to perform in the Carnegie Hall, and Vox Novus invited and provided a musician of their own choosing to present a program of music written specifically for that musician. Colburn School in California was awarding scholarship to a pianist to attend their summer festival. There were awards from various companies of various services, career development membership specifically designed for musicians by Fearless Artists Mastermind. Additionally, you can learn about who are the people of this competition. All judges who participated in the judging panel also participated in interviews and presentations and programs and even panel discussions led by our hosts of the virtual concert halls as part of the Sound Espressivo season. There you could learn about these musicians, and like here right now on the screen you see Auguste Antonov, a pianist from France, Oliver Chassin, pianist, guitarist from Paris, member of the Paris Conservatory faculty, Ansel Gerber from Austria, Pierre Beaudry from Canada. These are judges who participated in a discussion about how to best approach judging of the modern competitions. Don't you, all of you are a musician, a young musician building your career, don't you all want to know how the judges are judging those competitions? Well, there you go. You can hear them talking on that program. And we presented the judges talking about their career paths, their approach to music and performing. Here we heard from Adriana Greenbaum, a fabulous flutist, diverse musician, and we heard from a phenomenal violinist, Kelly Hall Tompkins. She did a program about her own creation, Music Kitchen for the Soul. She's a violinist who was the violin fiddler on the roof for the whole season of Broadway shows. And we heard from Giacomo Franchi, an Italian conductor who leads the New York Chamber Players Orchestra and who was part of our judging panel. We also heard from previous winners. Just like today, you're hearing a concert by the 2021 laureate and winner Terri Ji. We had concerts and interviews last season presented by winners and laureates of the previous Sound Espressivo competition. And again, more panels, discussions, more presentations of judges, so you actually get to know and understand people who are part of this incredible community of the Sound Espressivo. Now, I believe Terri is ready for her interview, and I can't wait to ask her some questions. Terri, can you give me a thumbs up that you're ready so we can have you join us on screen? Welcome. What a fabulous, fabulous recital. Brava.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah, this was wonderful to hear you. And I remember your fabulous, really winning performance at the Sound Espressivo competition just about a year ago, around the same time as now. And to me, it seems like you're again a renewed and artist, and you've grown so much. Back then, I loved your playing. You were fabulous and deserved every prize given to you. But today, you really command that stage. You really own it. You held my attention completely uninterrupted and just immersed me in your passionate music making.
Well, thank you. I hope I've grown over the year. I've been working very hard, and yeah, I hope I have more progress to make and more to go, farther to go.
Oh, you have a whole life ahead of you to grow. That's the beauty of the art. There are lots of downsides in being an artist, but that's the beauty of being an artist. There's never an end to the growth. Can you please share with me and with the audience some updates since we've seen each other last year about your study, concerts, other events? What is happening? What's happened, and what you're looking forward?
Sure. I've been continuing to study piano with Regina Yeh. She's my very good teacher. I love studying with her. And this year I did a few competitions, such as the King FM Young Artist Awards. That's our classical radio station in Seattle. And I was a finalist for that, so I got to play on live radio this summer. That was really fun. And I also did some competitions such as the Pacific International Piano Festival, and also the Washington TNA. And I was very lucky to win both of them. And so up ahead, I think I'm just looking forward to learning more new repertoire and maybe doing some more events. I would love to do some concerto competitions again, which I haven't in a while. So I am thinking about that and looking forward to that. Maybe a summer festival, but we'll see. It's hard to say right now.
You're busy. You're doing so much, and congratulations on winning that big competition. That's wonderful. Well, let me ask you some little bit more in-depth questions beyond just informing us of what's going on. What are your like deep artistic inspirations for your nearest future, or maybe for a long-term planning, like 5 years, 10 years from now?
Yeah, that's a good question. My artistic inspirations, I would say, are the people around me. I look up to almost everyone I know, my teachers and my family, many of my friends, people that I've met over the years. But as far as what the future holds, I mean, that's very hard to say, but I hope to continue playing and to play better than I have, to keep improving and learning new repertoire. And I have some pieces that I would like to play in the future and hope to perform. So I would say my inspirations are the people that I know, maybe from sometimes I enjoy listening to recordings and listening to the different styles and interpretations, especially of the pieces that I played today. Actually, there are many, many different interpretations, and I'm always inspired when I find something new that I think is interesting or that I can maybe incorporate into my playing, or maybe I think, oh, that's not going to fit me. But there's inspiration everywhere.
That's wonderful. I'm especially can resonate with you pointing out that the people around you are the inspiration to me. That's the same. People who surround me, people with whom I get in touch are the greatest inspiration. And you are the greatest inspiration of today for me. Your approach, your passion, and your love for music making and for connecting through this language and through this art, incredible. And many, many congratulations to your fabulous teacher, Regina Yeh. She has been definitely, it shows. She's been giving you great inspiration and wonderful professional advice, both as a musician and as approaching your career and your growth. A wonderful mentor you have.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I also wanted to maybe turn the question to the other side. Their inspirations, their hopes, their ideas, and all the good stuff. But life is more diverse than that. So I wanted to ask you also if you wouldn't mind sharing maybe some challenges which you have encountered lately, or foreseeing that you might encounter in the future, maybe some career-related or practical challenges or artistic difficulties, and especially I'm interested to hear how do you approach solving them?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. And music, I mean, it's such a difficult thing to do sometimes. There are, of course, many challenges. Depends on the day, honestly. But the ones that I struggle with are, I would say, knowing the balance between when to push harder and when to rest. That's a big one for me because there are days when I, of course, don't have motivation, and it's hard to know whether that's something that just needs to be sat through and worked through, and then just practice for a few hours and sort of get past that, or if it's something that is bigger and that I need rest, I need to find inspiration elsewhere, maybe take a break for a couple of days. It's hard to know that, and so sometimes I would say my tendency is to do more and not necessarily in a productive way, because once we're tired and spent and we're not inspired and we're just sitting there just to fill in hours, that's just unproductive, and I've been through that and I've learned through trial and error that sometimes especially if I'm not feeling well, learn to rest and recharge in a good way for your health and your body.
That's very interesting that you brought up what we call, burnout, and the how you assess that you're being burned out, and clearly you're a very passionate person, not just a musician, so you do approach it with all hands on deck and go all in. That's how you play, and it is very important sometimes to take a step back, but knowing how much of that step back to take, and how to do that without feeling like, oh, I'm falling behind, I'm sliding down. If I don't practice, for example, for a day or two, I'm going to miss out on an opportunity or something. I'm totally with you. That is a big challenge, and you're very wise at bringing this up and tackling with it. Yeah.
Thank you. It comes from experience.
Yeah, it is experience, of course, but then it's so easy to get kind of disoriented by what is happening. Why am I practicing and getting nowhere? And it's very easy to start self-doubting in that situation, and you clearly are finding the right answers and right approach, in my opinion, to how to bring refreshment and new energy. That's wonderful. Yeah, well, I wanted to also ask you one more question before we let the audience. You have quite a few people sending their cheers and comments to you, and we want to show them. But before we do that, I just wanted to ask if you had, something you wanted to share with people who are watching the program and will be watching in the future, maybe with musicians who are younger than you or older than you, or audience members or anyone.
The reason why you play and why you enjoy this, and focus on the good things about it, and remember that the judgment and the criticism is separate from the music itself. So what you play has nothing to do with what other people say, and whatever they say about you, whether it's good or bad, it can't change the way you play at all. So just you do you, keep going.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a great advice. I'm going to take your advice and follow it, because I agree completely. Stand on your own feet. Take the constructive criticism. Try other ways of playing it, but be you. That's the most important thing in art. Represent your own value and your own beauty. Great. Wonderful. Thank you. Let's show some of the comments coming from all different directions and different platforms. So we don't know who that person is, but thank you for applauding. And here, so Ray B, wow, that was beautiful, Terry. I don't know, Terry, if you know this person, but if you do and know any one of those people who comment, feel free to respond.
I'm afraid I can't see what you're seeing. But
oh, you can come closer. Yeah, feel free to come closer. Yeah, sure. Yeah, come closer.
Sure.
And
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
there was the.
It's set up to the side, so I'm sorry. It looks a little funny. I'm like everyone.
So this is from.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for coming and for your encouragement and everything. I guess I do know some of these people. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Isn't that great to have your community support you? Alaska Denman. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the names. Thank you so much. And we have Dennis Y. Absolutely masterful. Bravo to you, Terry. Thank you, Dennis, for your encouragement. And I agree completely. And this was again from Ray B. And from Sharon N.G. Great performance. And
thank you. I think that's Antiochica. Thank you, Antiochica, and thank you, Sharon and Jane, and Ray and Dennis. I'm so glad to have you on the other side of the screen and supporting you. And I think I saw something from Randy. Hi, Randy.
There's something from JM Seattle. That's from your hometown. That was beautiful. Thank you for making this such a lovely Sunday morning stunning. Yes.
Thank you so much. Glad you liked it.
Yeah. And here, Leah Hunkins. A message from Leah.
Oh.
So impressive, Terry. So wonderful to see you play again.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm playing again too. It's been a very long time since I've gotten to play for some of my friends, especially because of COVID. So yeah, I'm so glad that I got to do this today and have this live stream. And thank you, Dr. Anna, too, for helping me.
Well, we have one more comment, I think, coming. Yes. Jane and G. Thank you, Jane. This is, I think, second comment from you. Thank you so much for supporting Terry and me and our programming. Thanks for, here's her message. Thanks for sharing your talents. Beautiful pieces. Wonderful. Terry, you got quite a following. Let's hope everyone who joined this program will subscribe to our channels and make sure you follow Terry. She'll go far and she'll continue to be a musician to look out for, because her performances are going to enlighten, invigorate, and inspire you. She's a very inspiring musician in person. Wonderful. This brings us to the end of our program, Terry. And it was a tremendous, tremendous pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a great Sunday. Enjoy your day. And I hope you stay away from burning out. And we are your forever fans. Please keep us informed. Keep us in the know of what's happening with you and your future successes, or not even successes. Just drop us a line anytime, and we hope to see you in more of the Sound Espressivo auditions. By the way, we're doing auditions for the performances with the orchestras. Watch for the next announcement. Hope to see you as one of the auditionees. You're a fabulous musician. I'm sure if you don't win this audition, you'll win the next one. And you'll be performing with the orchestras more. So, and with that, we'll say goodbye to Terry. Thank you so much, Terry.
Thank you to everybody. Much love to everyone. Thank you.
Bye, Terry. And I want to thank very much our wonderful, wonderful team of producers, great artists, musicians, and directors of the show, and technical directors who are helping always with these programs and producing these concerts, helping artists to be prepared, to sound and look their best. Thank you, Virtual Concert Halls, team of producers and technical directors. And this was me, Anna Uspinskaya. I'm a pianist, and I was broadcasting to you from Washington, D.C. suburb, Vienna, Virginia. It's a wonderful, beautiful, sunny day here, and I hope it is a good day where you are. Please enjoy the rest of your day, your Sunday, and we'll see you again soon at more of our Virtual Concert Halls and Sound Espressivo programs. Bye now.